What's up, y'all? It's the King getting snipes and the King of making music, and today we reached 1,000,000 MT. We made 1,000,000 MT. Now I have enabled 3 different cards, which cost me 150k. So I should have a little bit more. And I still have some cards selling. But yo, we did reach 1,000,000 MT, and I'm gonna show you how I did that. Now, if you've seen the last week's video, I did not have even close to 1,000,000 MT. Let me show you how I did that using the best filters. Let's get on to it, man. And we starting off with Ryan Hollins for 2k. He did go up because a lot of Timberwolves players went up from 6k to around 8k. So yeah, I sold them for about 7.9. We got Roy Hibbert for 2.4 and Clark Kellogg for 3. Now Clark Kellogg, he sold for 3.9. Pacers players did go up, and now they're even higher than Timberwolves players, but back then he was 3.9. Roy Hibbert, I did sell for 11.9. It's about 14,000 profit already. Here we got Kyle Anderson for 1.1. And I sold him back for 4.9. We got Zach LaVine for 5k. As I said last filter, guys, Zach LaVine love me. I sold him for a slight 9.9. Got a Buddy Hield for 1.4. Now this one I did sell for 3.9. And what I do is, what I recommend y'all do if y'all hopping on any filter, anything at all, even if you snipe a card and most of the cards are going for a certain price, what I did with this Buddy Hield and what I did with Kyle Anderson is once I get him, I put him in my auction house and I press on him and put find an auction house. The Kyle Anderson was going for like 5.5. His Buddy Hield was going for like 4. You feel me? So you can sell a card much higher than what it's going for in the actual price. I made about 2k from this one. 1.4 from Thunder. Thunder also went up a lot, but it came back down real quick. But this one I sold for 3.9. That's about 2k profit. And I got these 2 Timberwolves players. Sold Jaden McDaniels for 7.9, which is about 2k profit. I sold Zach LaVine for 9.9, so that's 34k. Now this Jaden McDaniels, he was Apex. I sold him for 9.9 because when they're a part of a set, they could go higher, and you're gonna see later on. I'm pretty sure I screenshotted them. There was some cards that went up for a lot. I made about 5k. That's about 35k profit right there. And I got this Curry, and I also got a screenshot of this Curry that I got for 3k, selling for about 22k. So that is about 17k profit. So that's already about 52k or something like that. This Curry got me so much, and I waited for him to go up too. As you can see, at first he was going for about 7.5, 7.9. What I did was wait. You got this cat for 5. He was going for a little bit higher at the time. Now there's like an abundance of them, but he sold for 7.9, which is about 2k profit, or 54k so far. And I got this cat for 650. And yeah, this is where I had to start enabling cat, but still got about 5k profit from this one, which is about 60k. Also, I did get a lot of snipes on stream. I've been streaming almost every day on Twitch and a little bit on YouTube, but after an hour to YouTube shuts down the stream because you can't play certain music. So I do be streaming a lot on Twitch. I don't screenshot what I stream. I don't screenshot what I snipe on Twitch just because I be in the mood and I be talking to people in the chat and stuff. We would be lit. There be topics going around, so I don't be screenshotting because I forget. I'm like, that's just not the environment where I screenshot. So I'm missing a lot of that. But also I've been vid sniping and I forgot to screenshot that stuff too. So I'm missing a few. But besides that, I did screenshot most of what I got. Ron Artest and Danny Granger. Danny Granger sold for 7.9. Ron Artest sold for 4.9. So I didn't even make that much profit. And right now the auction house is flooded with him. But back then he was still going for a little bit. Right now he's like 3 or something. So I made about 4k from both of these, so about 60k profit so far. We got Tabo Cephalosha 4k, made about 1k from him. Andrew Wiggins for a low 2.3, sold for 3.9, so another 1k. And we got this Kevin Durant for 4, and as you can see, he was going for a slight 9, so I sold him for 8.9, made about 4k profit, so that's about 70k right there. And we got Georgie Dang and Jaden McDaniels. The thing about the Timberwolves filter, this is how the Pacers filter is right now, but Timberwolves filter was always like this. You get a snipe for under 5k, that's just always a snipe. Any other filter is not really like that, bro. Any other the budget filters, not like that. Sold both of them for 7.9, so that's 2. It's about 4k profit, let's say, probably 5k. But Rob Dillingham, and I missed, as you can see, I missed the other one. Sold for Rob Dillingham for 7.9. That's about 3k profit. Got this TJ Warren for 4. He's part of the barbecue set, so I sold him for 8.9. It's 4k. I made about 4k from him. That's about 80k right there. And I did screenshot some active bids. There we go. I did screenshot some bids. I won Dyson Daniels, who was going for a little bit more than I thought, and he was part of the Hawks set, but he's also a great PG. Sold him for 6.9. I made about 2k right there. And got a little Ron Artest, sold him 4.9. Got a little 1k, some slight. Got PG. He was still going for a little bit. I sold him for 8.9 at the time. He went down a lot. Right now, him and Ron Artest are flooding it, but back then he was going for a little bit. Made a low 1k profit, not much. I think we're at 80k right now. And then we got Jonathan Bender for 4, and that's 6.41. As you can see, the time, that one was actually a snipe. I sold this one for 7.9, made about 3k profit. And this refresh was so goated. This is when the Pacers players started to go up. Murphy go for 7.9, and we had Paul George, each of them go for 6.9, 3K, 3K, and 3K. So that's 9K and one refresh. So we're about 90K right now. I think we're at 100, but let's just say 90K to be safe. Doing the math in my head. And we got this one, which was great because this is when the Pacers filter started going up. So we got 6K profit from this one. And this one was so heat. We got Michael Porter Jr. for the low. He went up so much. I believe I sold him for 11. I do have a screenshot and you should see that, but I believe I sold him for 11. So let's say about 8K profit. So that's 100K already. We got Cat. I sold him for 6.9. I think it was higher. Let's just say 6.9. So that's about 2K profit. This refresh was go to 5K each. I think it's I sold them each for 7.9. So 6.6K each. That's 12K. So we're about 115K profit. As you can see, I missed a Rob Dillingham, but I did get the Jaden McDaniels for 1.3, so for 7.9, 6K profit. Got the Aaron Neesmith for 2, and I was like, yeah, I'm so lit. This Apex Aaron Neesmith is gonna go for something. Nah, he was the same price as everybody else. So for 6.9, but still made 4K profit, not bad. And I got a Bull for 6.5K. You're probably seeing it. The other ones for 6.5K saying it's not a snipe. You gonna see. It was a snipe. I'm not even gonna count that right now, but it was a snipe. We got Steven Adams for 3.9 from the Thunder set. This is when they started to go up, I believe. I sold him for 6.9. Thought it would go more for it because it's aura, but nah. Still made about 2K profit, not bad. I think we're at 130 right now. Got out the KD, sold him for like 7.9, I believe. We got Nas Reed, sold him for 6.9. 5K profit. This one's a low 2K profit, not much. This one's a low 2K profit as well. This one was 3K profit, so we should be at 140. Vibe cards was up for a high. I was talking to somebody that was like on stream. There was like Vibe cards are not gonna go down, and I thought so too, but they actually went down. They're like 3K right now, but they were like 9K for the whole weekend. Made about 2K from this one. Andrew Bogut sold on 4.9. This one was such a good one. I remember I was hyped. I was on stream for this one. Made about 3K from this one. I think we're at 160K. This one I made 6K. Sold him for 7.9, so about 6K profit. Got this Rob for 5.2. I believe he sold for like 15. I should have a screenshot. But let's just say like 12.9. Made about 7K from this at least. Probably way more though. I make sure to lowball everything so it's not like clickbait or I'll be lying. Josh Hart was going for 5.9. Josh Hart was going for 5.9. He's part of a set, so I made 2K from that. 1.6 for this card. He sold for 3.9. 3.1 for this card, so for 7.9. I believe we're at 180K now. Oh, we got this Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Shout out to him in the playoffs, going crazy. Got about 5K profit from him. We got Mark Jackson sold for 3.9. OG Anunoby sold for 3.9. Rob Dillingham. This might have been this is top 3 best snipes, I think, because this one made me 10K profit at least, but I think I was sold him for 16.9. Let's just say 12.9 to be safe, but yeah, we're around 100. We're around 200K right now. Nikola Topic sold him for 3.9. This card made about 2K profit from him. As you can see, we got the Paul George sell for 9.9. So yeah, all these cards are going for about 9. Danny Granger 9. Jonathan Bender 7.9. TJ Warren 9. I got a Kevin Garnett that I forgot to screenshot. I don't know how much I got him for, but he sold for 9. Gold Ron and Dillingham. Wendell Moore. Damn, this just makes me like I just forget to screenshot a lot of stuff, don't I? You see Michael Porter sold for 11.8. We got this card for 1.4, sold for 6.9. Michael Conley got a little 5K profit. PG got a little 4K profit. Got a little 2K profit from this one. This one was sold for 5.9, made a little 5K profit. They made 5K from this one. Oh, I lost count. I think we're at 230K. I made about 7K from that one at least, from that refresh. Dennis Schroeder, maybe about 2K profit. Nikhil got me about 3K profit. And just this one refresh, it should be about 4K profit. And another MPJ, you just saw he went for 11.9, put him again for 11.9, he sold again. So about 5K profit from this one. Ryan Holland made me like 2K. Jody Dang made me like 5K. This one made me about 2K. He didn't go for much higher than I thought he would go for much higher because Apex beat didn't. James Wiseman got me about 2K profit. These cards got me 1K profit each. This one made me 3K profit. Sebastian Telfair actually went for 8.9, so I sold him for 8.5, I think. But all right, so this is 7K in one refresh. This one was about 3K profit. This one was about 2K profit. It was about 3K profit. And as you can see, the Stephen Curry sold for 23K. And the Kevin Durant that I got, they sold for 12.9 and 10. I said they sold for 7, right? So yeah, there y'all go. And I bid sniped these cards. The Hawks was going for a little bit because the Hawks challenge back then. Now it's the Grizzlies challenge for the dark matter thing, for the 100 overall shatter piece. The Grizzlies cards didn't really go up. They might have went up in the morning, but I wasn't there. And just this one refresh, this is about 4K MC. Josh Hart, I won that one. Mike Jackson didn't make me much. Bruce Brown didn't make me much. And the Hawks player made me like 2K, I think. And Josh Hart made me about 2K. So this was probably about 4K profit. Andre Karolinko, I'm pretty sure he went for 11.9. I sold him for 10.9. Cody Zeller, sold him for 1.9. Roy Hibbert again, sold him for 9.9. I sold Barry and Hendricks for 4.9, about 4K profit. Eddie Jones wasn't going for much. Kyle Lowry, that was a good one too. So 2K, that's 4K. Kyle Lowry was about 3K. That's about 7K profit, about 2K off this one. We're at 300K so far, probably way more. And then I got Jermaine O'Neal for 6.5, and Tyrese. Joe Ingles sold for 6.9. Gorgie Dang sold for 6.9. This quote sold for 3.9. And this refresh is pretty crazy considering the Pacers players went up at this point. There was 7.9. I sold each of these for 6.9. 2K, that's about 5K profit in that one refresh. This is about 4K profit. This is about 1K profit. Now this one was good too. This one was 5K plus 2K, 7K profit. It was about 2K profit. It was about 2K profit as well. Next players did start to go up a little bit. There was now a base 4K. So sold this for 3.9. Sold this for 2K profit. This one was 5K profit. This one was also 3K profit. Next players went up too. They used to be 3.5. Now they're like 5. Or not now, but I mean it might be now, but back then there was definitely 5. I haven't checked now. Another Sebastian Telfair sold for 5.9 right here, as you can see. And I got a Hakeem Olajuwon. This was today. I got a Hakeem Olajuwon for 100K. Also forgot to mention that I wasted about 70K enabling Brad Miller. So I have 70K less MT. So that doesn't count as to the profit. So I would have more MT, obviously. But he has 20 minutes left. I put 5 legend badges on him and 2 Hall of Fame badges on him in a yes sir, and like a gold card. So and the shoe. So let's see how much he goes for. Got another MPJ and AI, and the MPJ I'm waiting for him to go back up, but the AI actually went for 11.9. That's about 7K profit. So as you can see, MPJ goes for about 9K right now. I have 2 of them. I don't know if you guys saw, but I did get a Bobo and he sold for about 12K. I'm not gonna count that because I don't think there's a screenshot of that. But even without that, we're about 350K right now, and that's without the Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm not sure if he sells for much profit, but I mean, worst case scenario, I literally don't lose any MT. Maybe like 50 MT that I lose. Not even 50K, just 50. And yeah, so when I get more snipes, I'm gonna update. Shout out to y'all who stayed to the end of the video. You get the satisfaction of seeing me redeem all this stuff. Let's get to it. We got Victor for 135. What does that give me to? 719 already. Got 100. 800K. Okay. Let's see. Look at this. And Everson, 11,000. I want to save Hakeem to the end. Oh yeah, I'm lit, bro. Oh yeah. And there's a market crash too, and I'm still making bank. Yeah, Michael Porter 11.8 still ain't sold. Boom. Alright. Jeez, I guess I do have to redeem this Hakeem. I made what, 70K profit off this Hakeem, and I'm finally at 1 million, and I'm gonna be at 1.1. Let's go, man. Thank God, because I've been trying to enable this filter. There's too many cars pop up, man. Damn, shout out to Mark. Oh, 44K. Oh no, I gotta cop that one. Yeah, let me enable it now. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, I feel broke with 40K less MT. Oh wait, I can't even add them to my collection yet. I gotta wait. That's crazy. Should enable Pogosol. Alright, man. Let me get to the video. I'll be streaming like every other day, man. Make sure y'all pull up to the streams. If y'all pull up to the YouTube streams I'll be doing, after an hour, they get copyrighted because I be playing music, because I be streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So YouTube, you can come on there for like the first hour. After that, they copyright it, and then they take off the live stream off the face of the YouTube platform. But yeah, I'll be live on Twitch, man. So make sure y'all pull up. Make sure y'all check out the mixtape, and yeah, I'm gonna see y'all.